Hey guys, what's up? So today I plan on doing this very simple neutral eye look and makeup look that you could wear every day to work. But turns out that I never clicked record. So when I finished and I went to check, it wasn't there obviously. So that was a little frustrating, but I thought, you know what? I've been wanting to do the I Teach 2 tag, so I might as well just go ahead and do it. So if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at the questions. Number 1, what do you teach and where? I teach first grade. I love first grade. First grade is life. Okay, and I teach in Arizona. Number 2, how long have you been teaching? This August, I will be going into my 5th year, all in first grade. Number 3, did you always know you wanted to be a teacher? No, I did not know I wanted to be a teacher. And I always knew that I wanted to help kids. When I turned 16, I got my first job and I worked at a daycare that was like in my school. And then I worked at daycares pretty much until I graduated from ASU. I worked at Subway for like 4 months in between daycare gigs. So I always worked with kids. I always wanted to work with kids, but when I first went into college, I was a nursing major. But even as a nursing major, I wanted to work in the NICU with the babies. I wanted to help them. And then sophomore year, I took an elective, and I think it was human development, and I was so intrigued. I mean, I loved it. I loved reading everything about it. And then as the year went on, sophomore year, I was still a nursing major, so I was taking like microbiology and science classes, and as my electives, I chose education classes, and that was the turning point for me. Junior year, I changed my major and I became a teacher. So yeah, and this is kind of gonna sound bad, but you guys always know, if you're a teacher, you know that this saying annoys you. But I was always hearing, those who can't do teach, and that saying just stuck with me, because I remember my mom, even before I went into ASU, my mom would tell me, you would make such a good teacher, like you're so patient, you know, you would make a great teacher, you have all these other qualities. And I always said, no, I'm not gonna be a teacher. And then when I took some education classes, it really changed my mind, and I was just like, this is it, this is what I want to do. Number 4, what is your typical teacher OOTD? OOTD is outfit of the day. My typical outfit of the day is colored jeans, because we're not allowed to wear blue jeans. I don't know if your school allows you to wear blue jeans. If they do, let me know down below. But my schools that I've taught at, I'll be going into my 3rd school. We are only allowed to wear jeans on a certain day. So anyways, I'm getting off track. So colored jeans, whether it be green, blue, pink, orange, like colorful jeans with just a nice top. And then the day that I am allowed to wear blue jeans, I'll wear blue jeans with the school shirt. Number 5, oh, and sandals. Number 5, what do you usually bring for lunch? It depends. If I have leftovers from dinner, I'll just take that, and if not, I think when I was meal prepping last year, I was meal prepping like quinoa or quinoa, I don't know how you say it. I think it's quinoa and chicken, and making kind of like a taco bowl. But I don't eat like that anymore because it's a whole different video. But I'm kind of starting to follow keto dieting. I'm not super strict, but kind of, so this year will look a lot different. What is one of your favorite books about teaching? My favorite books about teaching, I think one of the very first books that I read that I really enjoyed was Harry Wong's 100 First Days of School, is I think what it's called, and it just talks about like behavior management, all those things, which if you are a new teacher, you should really check that book out, or really any other book that talks about dealing with behavior management, because that is the one thing that I would recommend to every single teacher, is take control of your class. Because if you don't, you could be the best teacher in the world, and I've always said this, you could be the best teacher in the world, have the best lessons. If your class is out of control, they will not learn, because they're either getting distracted or they're the ones doing the distracting. Number 7, what is one of your favorite teacher movies? Freedom Writers. That's it. Freedom Writers. Number 8, who was your favorite teacher? I've had a couple favorite teachers, but one that really sticks out in my head. Okay, let's see. I'll name 2. I'll name one from elementary school and one from high school. One in elementary school, her name is Mrs. Wright, and I know she'll probably never see this video, but I had her 5th and 6th grade because 5th grade she taught a combo class 5, 6, and my brother was in the class with me, which was pretty cool because he was a 6th grader. And then 6th grade, it was just 6th grade. And honestly, she is, I'm sure she still is teaching, and she was one of the best, if not the best teachers I've ever had in my whole schooling career. She had projects for us. I remember we had this little aquarium that had frogs and like different lives. It had frogs and different like sea lives, aquatic lives, I don't know. And that was part of one of our science units. Like we would observe it and things like that. And then we also built castles and things, I don't know. She was just awesome. Like we always had fun projects to do. She always made learning fun, and she was very loving and like caring. And not to mention that I saw her outside of school because I was friends with her daughter. And yeah, she honestly like changed my view about teachers. Like if there's a teacher I would want to be like, it would be Mrs. Wright. Like I still to this day, if I saw her, I would probably like run to her and give her a hug because she was amazing. She is amazing. I think she's still teaching. I think that's what her daughter had told me last year. Oh, and then one from high school. One from high school that I can think of is Mrs. Alder. She was my English teacher senior year. And honestly, the reason that I really enjoyed being in her class was not only for the academics, but because she is one of the very, very, very few teachers that actually cared about you as a student and as a person. I remember she was just always so caring and understanding about anything, and she is the first teacher that I told that I got accepted into ASU. And I remember she wasn't even like, she wasn't like my first period or anything like that. She was, I think I had her 4th period or 3rd period. It was right before lunch, but she was just amazing. I'm not sure if she's still teaching, but she really impacted my life because she honestly cared about her students. So yeah, those are 2. Number 9, who are some of your favorite teacher YouTubers, Instagrammers, Snapchatters? So I don't follow any teachers on Snapchat yet. Instagrammers, I would say Teacher Tiffany. I started following her like a couple months ago, and she was teaching 2nd grade, but she's gonna be teaching 1st grade this year, so I'm really excited to see some of her content. YouTubers, Pocketful of Primary. She is the first teacher that I found on YouTube, and then from there I just like found this whole teacher community, which is awesome, which is why I'm making vlogs, teacher vlogs. Number 10, what is one of your best classroom management tips? Once you have a system, stick with it. It does not matter if it's, you know, a kid that never does anything wrong and just this one time and you want to let it slide. Please do not do that, because if you do, other kids are gonna know it's unfair, for one, and 2, they're just gonna be, you know, saying things like, well, he did it, and things like that, especially in 1st grade, and I'm sure in kindergarten it's a lot of, well, he did it, well, she did it, so why can't I? Why didn't they get in trouble and I did? Things like that. So in my classroom I use a clip chart, and I've used a clip chart since I was a student teacher. My interning in 2nd grade, the teacher there had a clip chart, and that's where I learned about the clip chart, and I really enjoy using it because kids have a way to move up and down, and I really make it clear to my kids that if you move down, it's not the end of the world. You have plenty of chances to move back up. And if you do use a clip chart, if they move down, honestly, the first thing that they do right, praise them and have them clip up, because then they know that even if they mess up, they can clip back up and it's not the end of the world, and it really does make them try harder. Number 11, what is one reason you decided to become a teacher? This kind of goes along with my favorite teachers. One reason I decided to become a teacher was because I enjoyed the content. I enjoyed learning about development in kids, but also because I wanted to be that one teacher that kids remembered. If it was just one that they remembered out of their whole K-12, I wanted to be that one that they were like, she cared about me. She didn't just care about the standards, and yeah, we had cool lessons, but she cared about me. I could come to her, and I know she cared about me. I know she loved me. And honestly, I feel like I do give that to my students, because at my old school that I taught for 3 years, so my last year there, my kids were 3rd graders, and at the end of the year, they gave me so many cards because they knew that I was leaving, and a bunch of them still said, you know, you were the best teacher, I love you, and things like that. And honestly, that really touches my heart, because I taught and I still teach in a low-income district, but where I was teaching before, it was in Phoenix, and it was rough. It was a rough neighborhood, and I know that a lot of my kids there never heard "I'm proud of you," which totally breaks my heart to say, because having kids of my own, I make sure to tell them, oh, I'm so proud of you, you did this. And honestly, if you aren't a teacher and you're just a parent watching this, please tell your kids that you're proud of them. It really does impact their life, and it impacts how they view themselves. I had one student, my 2nd year teaching at this district in Phoenix, who the first time I said, I'm so proud of you for doing this, he literally hugged me, and he didn't want to let go, and I thought he was gonna cry. I almost cried, and just thinking about it makes me emotional, because at that moment, I knew that he had never been told that somebody was proud of him. And that's why I became a teacher. That's one reason why I became a teacher. I wanted to be that person, that one teacher that changed one kid's life for the better. That one teacher that they knew cared about them, whether they did well academically or not. But yeah. Whew. All right, so that was the end of the I Teach Too tag. I will put the questions down below when I edit this. Thank you guys for watching. I will try to have more teacher stuff up, teacher vlogs, teacher videos. If you like this video, please subscribe. If you have any questions about teaching or anything like that, if you're a 1st grade teacher, let me know down below and where you teach. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.